Respected sir, welcome to the Software Design and Development J Component Review 1 assignment. My name is ATHARWA NAMJOSHI, registration number 20BCB0052, and the topic of my project is Weather Forecasting System. So all sectors, whether private or public, get affected by sudden weather changes, and having at least a near to accurate weather prediction can generate a huge impact and reduce losses on these industries. With the help of a weather forecasting software, we can help a major section of the industry as well as the general public to gain an accurate idea of the weather in the near future. So, weather forecasting is often considered as the most meteorological and complex issue or situation in the world. Many scientists having been focusing on variations of weather system by using many different models. Usually, a weather prediction model is designed by the combination of mathematical equations and the description of atmospheric variables, such as temperature, pressure, moisture, etc., with respect to time. There are several limitations in a better execution of weather forecasting, thus, it ends up hard predicting the weather here and now there effectively. Environmental changes has been looking a great deal of consideration since a long time because of the sudden changes that happen. Weather conditions are obtained by considering various sources such as ground ship and aircraft observations. Weather warnings are vital in the light of the fact that they are utilized to ensure life and property safety. Forecasts depending on temperature, outlook, humidity, and wind are important for farming and along the lines to traders for the product in the market. Temperature forecasts are utilized by utility companies to assess requests for the upcoming days. The difficulties of weather forecasting system among various others are learning the weather representation utilizing an enormous volume of the weather dataset. For this purpose, analyzing of different data mining procedures is performed. Modern computers transfer the observations into the surface map and map the lines from meteorologists for correction of these errors. Data mining techniques enable users to analyze the data from wide range of dimensions and angles, classify it, and condense the connections recognized. The forecasters after this analyze each model and does the prediction on the best aspect of the weather forecasting. A weather forecasting model basically works on multiple different theoretical backgrounds and methods that often use data mining and machine learning. Classification is a data mining method used to predict aggregate participation of information cases. Hence, it is oftenly used in weather forecasting system. Learning refers to the training and mapping contributions to yield information. Prediction identifies with the modeling and logical relationship of the model sooner or later. Finding patterns and data may prompt sensible predictions. The basic idea of a weather forecasting system is to predict the future weather condition based on the past and the current weather conditions. Collection of the present and past weather data, assimilating this data and coming up with accurate outcomes is the crux of the weather forecasting system. Various different fields of computer science as well as the geographical engineering come into play for such a system. The initial requirement for starting with such a project is the availability of a dataset of past weather forecast. Such a dataset is easily accessible from a meteorological laboratory or through the internet. The work on this dataset is crucial as more the data we have, more accurately we can find out multiple different scenarios for forecasts that may occur in the future. Data mining, it is another crucial part of weather forecasting system. Data mining techniques, namely chi-square test and naive-based statistics, are applied on the dataset to extract useful information from the dataset. Of course, the obvious stakeholders for such a system are the general public first, who are the target audience for such a software. Other stakeholders include aviation department, fire control department, farmers, and the army of any state or country. Some minor stakeholders also are considered as businessmen who depend on the weather forecast for their business decisions and news reporters who can distribute the weather forecast to the general public via weather reports. Another major faction of the stakeholders are actually the architects, the developers, and the testers of the software who come under the internal stakeholders. The end goal of a weather forecast system is to get the future predictions of weather accurately. Accuracy is the general rightness of a model and is determined as the whole correctness of classification separated by the aggregate number of classifications. Hence, in such a complex system of weather forecasting, many working parts have to function well together. Data input gathering, building of the data set, data pre-processing, data assimilation, application of data mining techniques, design and programming of the system, and finally accuracy control. These are all important steps to finally achieve an accurately functioning weather forecasting system. On the screen, you can also see the various references and various articles which I referred to for making this review one. Thank you so much.